Alright, welcome for another stream of Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. This will be chapter 4.2 going into 5. We will automatically still be in Sanctuary, trying to figure out what is going on in Sanctuary. Again, thank you for joining the stream as always. Like and subscribe. It's kind of stuff you like to do, but anywho, we're going to get into it and I start rolling some new gear. Sadly, nothing that's going to help me out too bad, but I did get this nifty little young lady, and that would be Boom Chakalaka Frosty Grace. No, I will rate you later. So, as I'm coming in to notice that it seems like every character has different elemental properties of the same character. So, as we get into the game more, you guys will divulge into that. It's still a brand new game, as this is only the 4th day of the release, and that was the release event that is going on. So if you have not downloaded the game, because there's a lot of good events going on right now, and they are giving a lot of good free prizes, so you don't have to pay to play unless you want to, which is always good too, because that helps the game developers, and the game developers want to actually make sure that the game works good. So, a lot of free stuff, as you can see, have been pulling. I got a new hunter already, and I got some new hunter weapons. Unfortunately, my luck on getting good stuff so far is not that great, but, the game just came out, so I myself cannot complain at all, because still got a lot of gameplay to go through. But as you guys can always tell, when I first start the game, I know it kind of seems annoying, but you really need to be making sure that you're claiming all your event gifts and the gifts, because you have dailies events that you don't get later on, unless, which you'll see later in the video, it goes towards your mail, because as you guys can see, I have my little mail button there that has mail. Later in the video, you'll see that what I think, yeah, and look, we got somebody to join the guild. As you guys can see, yes, I did make a guild. Again, that's Rogues X if you want to join. Just to let you guys know, in this right here, if you see where it says the 10k donate and it does not seem to want to donate, if you click it on the right shoulder of that donate button, it'll work. Maybe it's glitched out right now, I don't know. Hopefully the developers will see that and maybe fix that, because if you hit it in the middle, it won't always work. Again, haven't been doing too much with guilds yet, because we've just got so much to discover in the game that it's hard to get around to doing everything. It really is. So I'm trying to keep up with it. As you guys can see, I've got more people to my lineup. I got 2 new ones so far, Virgil and then Frosty Grace, which is a new one. Virgil, which is our lightning attacker, and then Frosty is our ice, obviously. So I'm still trying to get used to what lineups really work real well. I did play off camera after I made this video, and I will tell you guys this, that your lineup is very important, because every role either can support each other or doesn't. Now, if you guys see here, you see all those weapons right here. I'm going to go into later in the video to show you what you can do with those extra weapons, because for the longest time, which it wasn't that long, I was racking my brain like, what do I do with all those weapons that keep building up in my inventory? Can I get rid of them? What the heck? We will show you later on in the video how to do that, and it's worthwhile to do that, okay? But I did have to get in here before I even started, because I know it seems like it took me forever to get going with the game, guys, but you guys really need to be paying attention to each of your characters, the cards you put in. There are 4 different upgrades in here. There's weapon upgrades, there's skill upgrades, there's level upgrades, and I don't know if I said it, there's like upgrades for the skills within like a skill pyramid. So there's a lot to do in each one of these. Now I do need to get my Frosty Grace up, so we're going to go ahead and get her up. She has a really nice looking appeal, gotta like it. DMC Capcom did great in the creation of these characters so far. I have nothing to complain about, but again, we'll go ahead and awaken. So that's a way to get her up, or each of your characters. Then there's the regular upgrade, Then there's the weapons upgrade, and then there's cards. And here again, guys, you see all those weapons? I need to figure out what to do them. I'll show you later on what to do with those weapons if you don't know just yet. Luckily, if you have more of the same kind, you can rank those up for a better tier weapon. I just happen to have that, so we got hers all the way up. And then you can do the upgrade. Luckily, if you just hit that quick add, you don't have to really think about it. The system does it for you, which is pretty cool. You know, because who wants to think of, you know, mechanisms when you just want to, you know, play as things you can. And I got this weapon up pretty fast and kind of excited to get her up. If you saw those gemstones that I just used, guys, you are going to see later in the video how you can get those, so do pay attention to those. Now, guys, these cards also very important. If you have two of the same kind, you get an extra attribute that's that helps out. If you have 4 of a kind, you get more. If you guys can see that, I got increased attack by 20, and then I got an overall damage by 4%. We're going to play around with these cards in the next coming days, weeks, however long it's going to take me to, you know, conquer this game and see what are the best card builds, and you know, is it worth it to have single cards, or is it more worth to have 4 of a kind, 2 of a kind, etc, etc. So far what I've been doing is I've been doing just pairs, just see how that is. That's how we're going to be trying it out at first. And I do have another 1 or 2 builds where I have 2 of a kind and 2 of a kind, just to practice and see how each of them work. Now, guys, don't forget, when you get these cards, they are not upgraded. Make sure you go in there and develop them, because as you develop them, they do gain attributes, which does help quite a bit. As you can see, my attributes that are being put on these cards, again, these green cards are the bottom of the bucket list cards, so they're not the greatest, unfortunately, but we just started the game, so you can't expect to get the best cards right away, unless, you know, the store has them to buy. I haven't really looked at the store yet, guys. I'm just trying to free to play for right now until I know whether or not this game is going to be worth putting money into the game. And what I mean by that is, it could be a game that only lasts for 6 months. It could be a game that lasts for years. Usually if it's going to last for over a year, I'm going to put money into it, but we're not quite there yet. I have not been disappointed so far in the game. I quite like it, so we will see in the longer run. But really not trying to do too much pay either, because I want to really get to know the mechanics of this game. If you guys can see, I've been studying these lineups, because this lineup right here, I actually did use after I got done with this 36-minute video. And let me tell you guys this, the ideal lineups really do work out. Go out there and try them. I tried them for myself, and while for some reason today my gameplay was just horrible, as you can see, we're finally going to go on with chapter 4.2, which will be the end. Yes, you guys, I know it's annoying. It seems like every time you finish something in this game, they're giving you something for free, probably because they just opened the game. But you gotta get your stuff. You gotta, even before you get up, because you really want to get that officer level up, which gives you more stamina. The more officer levels, the higher your hunters can be. Which later in this video, you will see how when we hit chapter 5, I feel like the game just went from 10 to like 100 and said, no, you're not going to pass go. You're not going to collect 200, buddy. We just got hard, because I've really been able to go through the game and just kind of really just smoothly kill everything in my path. But here we go. We'll go ahead and go on. And yes, I got to start with my boy Dante, because, you know, Dante will and forever be one of my favorite guys, always, only because I started Devil May Cry 1, and yeah. Okay, so now we have these what do they call them, like rolling discs. If they do hit you, know that they will hurt you, because you will see how I play like a noob in this part. Let me try to get my camera over. Now, you guys, you got to realize a lot of this, because I am streaming it and whatnot. A lot of times when I'm fighting, I am moving the camera at the same time, which on mobile is not the easiest to do, but I want you guys to be able to see the gameplay. Now, this is a 3-minute timed with bosses at the end, so you really want to get through there. I used a lot of Dante's dashes really to just get through this, because not only are you dodging cogs, which are what those are what they are. I'm trying to get the word down for the longest. Cogs. They are cogs. COGSs. Kind of like pot cogs, if you know what that is. Or gears, if that may simplify it for you guys. So here we go, and I kind of just stop here for a minute and dash. And it was funny because I put on Virgil on accident and did the backward dash in front instead of the forward dash. So yeah, as Dante gets smacked around, poor Dante, he must not like me. But I was eventually able to, yes, get smashed yet again and finally get through. Now on this right here, you really got to time it just right, because you do get hurt from this. And as you guys know, if your player does die in this, you will lose them. So I literally just jumped, and then I get smacked around by 3 different cogs that basically I become their you-know-what. But anywho, like I said, at the end, there is more guys that come at the end. So that's why that 3-minute window that you do have is very important. Now, I did put in my last video, I didn't know what would happen if the timer did and you will see later on in the video, yes, I took the hit for you guys, but you will see what happens if that timer runs out. Not if you die completely, but if the timer runs out. But I won't divulge that just yet. As you can see, I use Virgil. I'm really liking Virgil because he's got that AoE attack that allows, you know, your crowd control to be taken care of while you can go over and take it care of like a Fompers. Now, for some reason today, I could not dodge or counterattack for the life of me. And if you've seen my other videos, you know I love the counterattacks on here because you get a huge boost attack on here and just pulverize everything in your way. So, with that being said, I was not able to... Okay, why are there so many traps in the place called Sanctuary? That's what I was thinking too. Now, as you guys know, we are, you know, kind of suspicious on Sanctuary and what's going on. And now we're talking about Myrtilla's artifact. And what did they do with it? I don't know. You tell me, bro. I don't know. Dante's always like, I don't know. According to our investigation, they absorbed its powers. Okay, well, can I get some power? I want to get some power. I'd like to get stronger. What's up? I think it must be what's powering these traps. Well, these traps gone and chewed me up, so we need to get that power, because I do not like being chewed like bubblegum. Demons are also trying to get their hands on this, okay? Let them come. As always, Dante, is always very, cocky. If you played this, DMC franchise, you will know, the guys on here and the gals are all very cocky. But then again, when you can flip, trick, and do jumping jacks at the same times while killing demons, you have the right to. Now, if you guys remember, make sure you take that first right when you get up here the stairs, because there is some material and there's going to be some more. When we first entered this room, you'll see where you could see it, but you can't jump to it. So just remember that it is up here. That's why I end up going to the end here to get it, and get my material, because I am burning through this material every time I'm upgrading my skills and my weapons. I really am burning through a lot of material, so it's important that you get that. Okay, we're in the main hall now. Again, I always look around when I go into a room, guys, because, you know, as you always know, they're going to hide some kind of material, and you got to make sure you get each and every one. Again, this game does not disappoint in how beautiful it is laid out. Absolutely love it. I really am. So, anywho, let's go through, and as you know, here we go, another boss fight. Not a very hard boss fight, but a boss fight. So here we go, and we'll hurry up and finish this. Now, like I was saying, for some reason, I just could not counterattack for the life of me. I really couldn't. Now, if you've seen those swords that seem to be coming down and raining, that is actually one of Dante's moves. There it is right there. If you go into the skills and actually read the skills, which I've been trying to do more, it seems like, you know, the game is so fast-paced that you just want to get in here and start hacking and slashing. You really got to read your skills and what they do. Not only so, good shot of Dante's demon form. That was a really good shot right there. But you got to read through there, not only so you know the button sequence, because there is a button sequence you have to use for some of their skills, which I'm getting to learn. But for some reason, yes, guys, my gameplay today was just garbage. I could not counter attack for the life of me, and my combos were just not doing great. I never proclaimed to be, the best gamer in the world, but the last couple days that I've been playing, I've been actually able to really get some good combos down. And today, that just was not happening. So anywho, we'll continue on. Look around. Good looking hallway. Always jump, make sure there's no material up in the sky. See if there's anything back here. Nope, nothing back here. Go away. Okay, ogre. I shall go away. So we'll go through this door, and this door's actually got a pretty cool looking way of opening. Now, as you can tell, we're in Sanctuary, and everything about Sanctuary is magic, so go figure, And we'll go to a boss fight, which I actually did not have a very hard time beating. I thought he was very easy. This would be El Beowulf. Yes, the famous Beowulf. Now, the strategy for this, as they say, because this enemy does have a shield to hit his head, and his shield will deplete faster. That's the tactic I try to use, but to be honest with you guys, this boss fight actually was not that hard. I am doing it in normal. Again, you guys, as I told you in the last video, you can do these fights or these story modes in a hard mode. So I would imagine it's going to get a lot harder, but I literally just did what they said, and I went for his head, as you'll see later on. And then I just noticed it was just so easy. I was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to hack and slash it because I am not landing. Like, I should have, all those times I got hit right there, guys, I should have been able to, like, counterattack, and I didn't do it one time. Like, I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I just make fast work of him, try to hit his head. I got rid of his shield already, and now I just basically try to do 2 to 3 weapon combo hits and just get his bar down, because as you can tell, he's not only got a shield, he's like a cat. He's got 9 lives plus more. Okay, he doesn't actually have 9 lives, but all these boss fights have like 3-4 different health bars. It goes from like white, yellow, to red, to dead. So it's like, come on guys, there's a whole bunch of cats in the game. But I later on will show their different skills and how important it is to use their different stuff, because as you can see, we've got a bleeding effect move that was put on him right there. And a bleeding effect, basically, if you guys have played games, know that it is a continuous damage that is applied. It's like if you took fire in a game and you use that, that's what that bleeding effect is. And if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure it was Virgil that did that. I could be wrong. I'm really trying to study these, because my goal is if you could put a 3 status down, meaning each of your characters puts a different applied damage effect on them, why wouldn't you want to do that? You know what I mean? Because then you just have damage over time that is just crushing them, and you don't have to worry about it just being solely hacking and slashing, which I try not to do on here, because so far I've been very successful with landing with Dante from his light attacks to his heavy attacks. And then if you do a 3-part on that, which is a 3 parts attack on there, he opens up to another skill and different skills. Now I don't have all his skill tree open up, so you won't see him at his full potential, not just yet. Now as you guys can see, that bell does fall down. It did say before I even started that if you get away from him too far, he'll throw the bell. But I didn't much see that, that the bell being an issue. So, pretty easy boss fight. I did try to keep the camera as good as I could. Okay, that's Beowulf. He's supposed to be sealed in the snow-filled, that artifact. Well, I guess he wasn't sealed very much. Maybe it was a Ziploc bag. Well, Ziploc bags are actually good. Hey, calm down. What are you trying to say? I don't know. We can't let demons defile the artifact. We must find the seal. Wait. Then what? I will speak to Captain Reagan. You must speak to Zorro! Okay, let's head to the bar. Yeah, because, that's something about Dante. After every fight, he was like, hey, it's time to go to the bar. So, I did not do great on this. I only got an A rank on it. We're definitely going to redo this. I think I get a little camera nervous when I play. So, I definitely will be sitting back, playing that again to get the triple S rank on there, which is going to be my goal. And again, I haven't learned how to play just masterfully just yet, so, I'm still getting there. So, that is done with Chapter 4, as you can see. After I got done with Chapter 4, I made sure to get in here and start upgrading all my stuff, because you will notice I did not upgrade enough, and I didn't do enough of the events, because I get destroyed in chapter 5, which we will see here in a little bit. But after I get done with every chapter, I always try to get in here, because once you get done with the chapter, you guys will notice that you will get material, and it's important to get in here and use those materials to be done. I wasn't able to awaken Swift Arsenal just yet because I need to clear SOS, which I will here in a little bit. But you really want to make sure you get in here and you're upgrading each one of these skills, because you need it. You just really do. And later on, you'll see why. So I do spend quite a bit of time upgrading my guys, doing the missions. Now, here's the actual Ascended training stuff. So like I said, every time you pull a hunter card, if you get that same hunter, this is where those points go, and this is where you can level them up to become a better version of themselves. Now again, you have to pull hunter cards to get those points. So it's just like the weapons. If you get the same weapon, you can star rank them up. That is just the same system where you can rank up the character. The only difference is you get skill bonuses also every time you ascend that character. So there's just a lot of there's just a lot of content is what it comes down to when it comes down to this game. So, while it seems kind of annoying me going back and forth and claiming all this, claiming all that, there's just a lot. There's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot of events. I would recommend, if you have not downloaded DMC, otherwise known as Devil May Cry, Peak of Combat, go out there, because so far I've had just a joy. Okay, something happened to the sill in the snowfield. Guardian family. Okay, what about the Guardian family? Guardian family, yes, we said Guardian family. Question mark. They were once removed a noble family in the city. Unfortunately, they have long lost the ability to maintain the sill. It is said that within their sill lies the sacred artifact of Matilda, which is what we're looking for. Roger is concerned about this. Do you know where the sill is? Yeah, do you? Oh, that kid. Only the Guardian family knows. Fortunately, I have some lead. He always has some leads. Give them to me. We want them. We need those leads. A few days ago, the leader of the family, Loki, entered an abandoned shipyard and they did it. Alright, you go check out the shipyard. I'll find out what that Matilda artifact is about. Yes, go figure. You send me to go die. Frost. Grace is okay. Now we end up going to the shipyard. This is chapter 5, and so as you guys see, we went from chapter 4. Now we're going into chapter 5. Aesthetically, very nice looking map. Very excited for it. Where's the people? There's never any people. Nobody walks around. That's what I noticed about this game. There's no people. It's just Dante and the demons. I'd like some friends. Give me some NPCs. There's none in this game. Kind of makes me laugh. Kind of spooks me out at the same time too. Now, before I even go into this, I kind of do look at my lineup, and this is where I start thinking to myself, I need to start researching the lineup, because I haven't even looked at this. So make sure you go into there and you see the roles, and all you got to do is click on the actual roles right under the level 28. As soon as you click that, it will show you the roles and what it does, are each character. So the only reason I tell you guys this, because I stupidly have been playing where I just put people on to put people on. Oh, I like Dante, so I'm going to put Dante on, and I just happen to have Virgil, so I'm going to put Virgil, and then I'm going to put Grace on, but maybe not the right Grace. And they don't, if you don't have the right lineup, they don't help one another. So that's why I went in here to show you guys each of these guys' different abilities, okay? Now, the two Graces are somewhat alike, with some different properties. Dante, as you can see, he's a physical damage type character. Support, control the battle, empower allies, and weaken enemies. Skills can increase the damage targets take, okay. And here we got Virgil. Virgil's an electric damage. I wish I would have seen that from the beginning. Great at taking damage and withstanding attacks, and then there's his AoE. So we can conclude that Virgil is basically a tank type character. Which, if you guys know your video games, there's such thing as called tanks, DPSs, healers, stuff like that. great at inflicting damage. Skills can fail burn. And I would do Knight of the Order and lose HP every second. This can also... So, he does the burning one that we were looking at the video earlier, you guys. But, yeah. It's important to know which characters are support, which characters are defense, which are tanks, and so forth and so on. So as we go into Chapter 5, you guys are going to see why it is so important to know what kind of lineup you're going to have and how to have a really good attack sequence, because Sutang or Sutang or however you want to say it, I'm going to say Sutang. He's Soup and Tongue. He's Su and Tongue. Santang? No, Sutang. This guy is tanky, very tanky, and he just would not go down as easy as a lot of the other demons that we've dealt with. He is definitely a contender. Now again, guys, remember we were wondering, hey, what happens when the timer gets out? No, I got so cocky on this battle, I didn't do any combos. I played horribly. Now, he loves to move and run away from you, so you really need to make sure you kind of stay next to him. Unfortunate also, when I was fighting him, I wasn't able to counterattack him very well, and then right here, as you guys see, the camera will just go crazy. If you do not pay attention quite well, and you're trying to move your camera at the same time, Sutang will get away from you real fast, and as you can see, guys, his defense shield went right back. And now I'm at like a minute and a half, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't even got this guy down, and he's obliterating me. So it went from like Chapter 4 with, oh, butterflies, to like Chapter 5, Killer Kong, one eye here. So at this point I was like, oh my gosh, I might not win this. But luckily for me, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give up. I got him. So after you get that shield gone though, he goes down fairly well, but that shield of his is just tanky. It can take a hit. So the faster you get that shield down, the better you're off. Now at this part right here, I'm like, okay, I got him down. I'm good. I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna move on. And I got cocky. I'm like, okay, it's just these little Valentine's guys. That's what they always rhyme me, the little Valentine's guys. So that's what I call them. So I'm like, I got this. I'm done, right? I'm done. Hold on. I'm done, right? Ready to go? Incinerated. Look, and they bring me another one. I'm like, when I hit this battle right here, guys, I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So I really had to hurry up and try to get this guy's shield down. And he just destroys him. He destroys me. One, because I'm not evading like an idiot. And two, I'm not getting counterattacks like I should. And then he's got the two support attackers, so I end up putting that AoE on him. Hopefully I can get his shield down. But with under, 25 seconds, I'm not gonna get it. And this is gonna be the first time you guys are gonna see what happens when that timer gets out. That's why it's so important to really have your combat discipline down of what skills to use. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I thought I had him. Done, son. Failed. So there you guys go. That's what happens when you run out of time. So at about this point, I'm just frustrated because I'm like, whoa, where does the game go from being pretty easy to hard? So what I went ahead and did, guys, is I got out. I stopped the main mission, which is what I love about this game. You can literally stop at the main mission, go do other things. I would recommend you do. One thing I would recommend is go check that mail, because if you notice, all that stuff that you miss on your stuff, it'll go in here. Not only that, if you go into here, guys, you guys will see that you can get trophies for achieving different things, like attack power or so many times of attacking consecutively, and you can get trophies. The only reason I say this is because I want to use every bit of buff I can get to get my guys up. So I just went in here to kind of look around, but here, if you see that trophy, guys, that's where you can activate your trophy, and then it gives you that attack plus 20, okay? Perform 30 jumps in one battle. So I'll be going through here because you can attach those trophies, and this makes your overall group stronger. Okay, so you really want to go through each one of these different layouts and see how you can make your stuff better. Okay, again, I got another weapon select from all that mail that I did not get yet. I got another melodious carcass, which I'm not able to use yet. I don't think I have the character. Maybe I can. Let me know in the comments. Again, I'm not a master of the game, but because I did not pass that, I went ahead and just started looking through here, seeing what I can and cannot do to get my characters up or even get better weapons. Fortunately, I haven't used too much of my summon material because I want to wait till I can do 10s like over and over. So that's why I haven't burnt those just yet. Now we're going to go and just look at different areas. You can see where the game notices are, in case you want to know why we're getting points. Like, for instance, we got huge rewards yesterday for the game hitting like 1 million subscribers on social media, so that was pretty cool. And just the different events. Now guys, if you go into your inventory, this is where you can go. And if you're wondering, hey, what do I do with all these weapons that I cannot use, all these just rares that I'm just not going to use because they're just not strong enough. I will go through here where you can either pick epic or rare, and it'll pick all of this of that class, and you'll be able to basically recycle these weapons for those blue gems right there that you need to upgrade your weapons. So again, go into inventory and then click on what you want to get rid of. Okay, and because you do need those materials. As you'll see here, I'll go into develop, I'll go to upgrade, and the material cost will be in there. You'll see those gems in there too when you're doing the weapons. I think I show it right here. Let me see. Let's try to upgrade this one, and as you can see, the 30 gems, I got some of those gems for dismantling all of those weapons that I'm not going to use those normals, so make sure you go in there. Also, now you may be wondering, okay, well, what do I do with carts? Just like, Dad, what do I do with carts? Well, guess what? Just like weapons, carts can be upgraded. So we'll actually go into here and I'm going to show you guys how you can recycle all those. So I'm literally just going through each character, upgrading what I can, because as you guys notice, I was not strong enough for chapter 5. And hopefully once I do this, it'll get me up. So there's my S+ right there. Homegirl. She ain't strong enough yet, but I got all those weapons. I'm like, man, I need to get rid of those. So you don't need books for every skill, guys. So make sure you do go in there and do the skills, because not every skill needs a skill book. Some of them just need the upgrade material, okay? So again, here we go. We go into the inventory. We're going to open this. I forgot where I totally got this basic random fragment chest, but I did get it, which is cool. And then I got a skill manual for the skills. And that's what I was talking about, the books. Okay, guys, here's the card in the card section. It's just like the other one. We're going to hit that dismantle. I don't really want all those greens, even though I probably should keep them, but I really don't want to because they're the weakest. So we'll get rid of the green cards for now. And because I just want to see what I get. And as you guys can see, I get some upgrade properties from that. Again, now we're going to do our weapons. And I'm going to do all rares because I don't use them. And we'll dismantle for the blue gems. Dismantle. Alright, there. We got it. So, also, if you do have a weapon such as this one right here, that's at level 22, you have to actually individually touch that weapon and push dismantle, because it'll come up with a screen saying, hey, are you sure you want to dismantle this, because you have upgraded it. So if you see that it's not getting dismantled, it's because you have to individually do it, as I'm doing right here, okay? And here's the sign for that. So, and that's just a good part that shows you. And they see all those items I get, guys. Very nice, very nice, very, very nice. And now I can dismantle those too. And get that. So, when you upgrade stuff through your levels, know that you have to dismantle. You have to break those levels down quite a bit. But you do get the materials, so don't worry about your inventory getting too full, because as you guys can see, you can dismantle those and get the materials that you need, okay? So just wanted to throw it out there because I was wondering for the last couple days, what do I do with all this stuff I don't use? And where do I get materials? So just another area you can go get materials, as you are going to pull a lot of weapons that are useless because you have something better. So at least it gives you a comfort of, hey, at least it's not for nothing. Because I haven't really pulled anything great. I did pull one epic out today, and I think that was for Virgil. I got him, so I was happy about that. So I'm still hoping to get a new weapon for Dante here soon. Unfortunately, I've been using his weapon right now, and I've got it up to level 32. As you guys saw, that I used all that material to get his weapon up as high as I have. So you really do burn through a lot of that material. So make sure you go in there and you burn up all those excess items that you get. And then what I did is after I did all that, I went back into here and I just started upgrading, because as you guys can see, we're just burning through those gems like crazy. We really are. But you need to, otherwise you're not going to do very well. You're going to look like I did in chapter 5. And then I just slowly go through each one of these after that and upgrade skills, upgrade my skills first, then my weapons, cards, and then skills. Unfortunately, each 3 of those categories uses those red gems, or those red upgrade face things. I don't know what you want to call them. I know they have a name, but I'm drawing a blank. But each of these 3 uses those red materials, so it's important you get that. But with that being said, that's going to end chapter 4.2 and chapter 5. Until I see you guys next time.